Okay, so today's video is on the working drummer and what I think is the perfect setup for the working drummer. The working drummer being somebody who wants to get in and out of venues pretty fast, that wants light gear, that wants good quality gear, and wants gear that doesn't take up a huge amount of space on the stage. If I don't mention something that you think is well worth mentioning, please leave it down in the comment section. I'll definitely check it out. Let's start with the drum kit. The one that I love using at the moment is the Tama Club Jam kit. It's an excellent drum kit, it looks great, and it comes in at only 400 bucks. It's actually cheaper than that, it's less than 400, and it includes a snare. Now I've done a full review on this, you can check it out in the cards there. But this drum kit is excellent if you're doing a jazz gig, if you're doing a pub gig, if you're doing a club gig, if you're doing small weddings and corporates. It's absolutely perfect. You've got a 10-inch rack tom, 14-inch floor tom. It ticks all the boxes. Now, the one thing I will say is if you're looking for that big, massive bass drum sound, you're not going to get it here because it's a 14 by 12. So it's quite a small bass drum, but it does sound like a little cannon. But if you want that big boomy bass drum, you're not going to get it with this. But if you can sacrifice that big boomy bass drum sound, mic this drum kit up and it sounds excellent. It's well worth picking up, and for the price, it's just unreal. The next piece of gear is something that I think every drummer should own, and that is the Tama lightweight hardware set. This ticks all the boxes when you're talking about price, quality, or function. What you have here is a full hardware set that consists of the hi-hat stand, the snare stand, and 2 cymbal stands. Now all of this will fold up into this tiny little bag that when it's full, it only weighs 8 kg. Like, that's insane to have your whole hardware set down to 8 kg in a small little bag. Now I bought this back in 2018 and I've been using it ever since. It comes out with every gig. I've done a full review on it, you can check the card there just to check it out, but believe me, it's one of the best pieces of gear I've ever bought. I buy only high-end cymbals. It's an area that I know the importance of spending a good bit of money. I just don't cheap out on cymbals. Right now I'm using Zildjian's, Pace 2002s, and a couple of Istanbuls. That's on my kit right now. I did used to use Sabian Volts and Pace Signature series. That was until I lost the whole set of cymbals. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can hear my drummer hell story when I lost about €1,000 worth of cymbals. I'll leave the card up there so you can go check it out. But definitely I spend good money on cymbals. If you are on a budget, you can still, there's a lot of great there's great cymbal makers out there. Istanbul make very good quality cymbals and they're generally at a good price. And if you're looking for something that's a bit different from that, I mean, hearing a lot of good stuff about Dream cymbals. I checked them out at the show once and they do good quality stuff. Now when we talk about the smaller stuff like a stick bag, I'm using Tama's power stick bag. It holds up to 6 pairs of drumsticks. I'll leave a card for it. I did a full review there. It's a nice compact drumstick bag for me, and I don't want anything too big because I generally will only use one kind of stick, which is a 5B. I might stick a 7A in there just if I'm doing some jazz, but other than that I don't hold a lot of drumsticks. Might have a pair of brushes and that's about it. But it's, again, something that's very nice, very compact. I can just pick it up, throw it into the cymbal bag, throw it into the hardware bag, and it's nice and compact and just sits away in there. When we're talking about drumsticks, I'm always changing it up because I'm always doing reviews on the channel, but my favorite would be ProMark. I've got a soft spot for them. I just find ProMark drumsticks to last way longer than all the others. My favorites would be Naturals in 5Bs. If you haven't tried them out, it's great. They're a really nice drumstick, and they're well worth a look. Now, when we talk about skins, I've changed it up in the past, but I've definitely got one brand that I like to stick to, and that's Remo. Remo all the way. I don't like using any other skin. My favorite would be, again, I like a lot of the Remo stuff, but for the last 2 to 3 years I've been using vintage Emperors. You still get that modern sound, but you still get that nod to the past, and it's really, very nice sound that really doesn't sound like any of the other skins out there. So that's pretty much what I use as the working drummer, guys. Please let me know what you guys use in the comment sections. Please hit a like on this video. Let me know that you enjoyed it. Hit a dislike if you didn't enjoy it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Anyway, guys, take it easy. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Guys, hit me up on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and if you like what you're seeing here today, you can see a lot more videos. Just click on any of them here on the screen.